Awesome, a big warm welcome to day 16 of the Amazon 10K challenge, where we launch a product from $0, not knowing what we're going to launch, all the way up to $10,000 every single month on Amazon FBA. Now this is day 16, so if you haven't seen these first 3.5 phases over the first 15 days, definitely go back and watch them. There's a ton of stuff jam-packed into there, and meet us back here. If you have, welcome to day 16. Today we're going to go over the launching of our product, and we're going to introduce a very, very important concept in marketing and in advertising, and how to leverage this, how to best leverage this to maximize our sales on Amazon. This is an important day. Definitely don't skip through this one. It's important you understand this one. We went through the Amazon snowball, launch snowball, and the success cycle yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, definitely jump back and watch that, because this will sort of continue onto that and introduce a new mindset that is critical to your success on Amazon. And you will see it being played out as I start to launch my product. You'll understand why I'm making the decisions that I am making. Coming over here to our investment sheet, you can see that we have $4,000 budget. We have spent $36.54. We've got our scratch maps, which are these ones right here. This listing is not done once again, but we'll be back in here to optimize this, get all our photos. They should be in tomorrow or the next day, which is exciting, back from our awesome graphic designer. So we'll be able to launch this as soon as those graphics are in and we re-optimize this listing. Coming over to back to our investment sheet, you can see that we have paid $6.30 per unit. Then we've also paid for these critical softwares, some graphic design to help innovate the product, and $1,500 of shipping to take us to our total, which will leave us with $350 to market this product on Amazon as soon as these graphics are in. So before we get started, make sure you join the Facebook group. I talk about it every video. The link is in the description. We're all here helping each other out, and we're all posting our results, posting our questions, posting our finding. It's a really awesome community, and we are rapidly growing. We're actually almost at 700 people, and I will be giving away a couple of coaching sessions for free once we reach that 1,000 member mark. So make sure you're part of that to be able to win the free coaching session, and invite your friends to get to that 1,000 quicker, so that we can draw and get some people on some coaching calls. If you're not a part of the Amazon FBA Masterclass, the link is in the description. You can save $200 by using that coupon code in the description. This is an 11.5 to 12-hour masterclass with everything that I know. If you want the confidence that I have in launching this scratch map, get this masterclass, and this will get rid of all your doubt, all your uncertainty, all the questions you have. We'll answer it. Evan and I have put over a month of work getting this perfect for you. So the link to that is also in the description. So without further ado, let's jump into this. I've made a couple of graphics for you to explain this concept. So let's jump in and get this downloaded into your brain. Don't miss out on this. We are giving away an Amazon product idea that I personally found that will make you over $5,000 every month, $1,000 of PayPal cash to buy your stock, and a fast-track Amazon FBA coaching session to ensure that you launch your product perfectly. To win, all you need to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment below why you want to start an Amazon FBA business. Enter now, then let's jump into this video. Okay, welcome to Times Square in New York City. It's great to be here with you, and I've made this really simple, very amateur looking graphic to explain this concept of selling where the demand is. So we, in this scenario, are selling water, and this is going to make sense once I reveal what the analogy stands for, but just bear with me in the meantime. So imagine we're selling bottles of water for $1 each, which is very reasonable. Say we could buy them for about 30 to 40 cents. And there's no other costs, and then we go and we can sell them on the street for $1. So we're making 60 cents a bottle. We can carry 100 bottles, which is a decent business model. Get the right permits, whatever. But basically, if we go to New York City, where there's a lot of people walking around, and we're selling bottled water for $1, you're gonna sell a lot of water because everyone drinks water. Some people are gonna be thirsty. $1 is very cheap, and a lot of people just have $1 sitting in their pocket. They'd love to change it for water. And the demand is there for water. The people are there for water, and they can buy water. So it would be a good business model because they have gone to a location where there is a lot of demand and there's a lot of traffic. So when I say traffic, I don't mean car traffic. Traffic in marketing means people traffic. So if you get a lot of traffic to your website, you get a lot of visitors to your website. So there's a lot of foot traffic here, or if this was a website, the Times Square was an actual website, you'd get a lot of people there who are looking to buy water, and your water is there for $1, they'll probably buy yours. In comparison, this is a desert, a place where water is in very, very high demand if you are out there. But the problem with this is you can see there's no traffic, there's no people here, and there's no one, even though they would love water if they were in the desert, there's no one who's actually in the desert who wants this water. So the key concept right here is, even though you might have a great product in a great environment, it's not actually a great environment or a great product unless you have the demand for it. And this analogy is very, very fitting with the Shopify versus Amazon debate. And this is why we are choosing Amazon to sell on in the first place, because Amazon is, I think, it's at least top 5 highest trafficked websites in the USA. They have hundreds of millions of users, hundreds of millions of credit cards, and there's a lot of people there who are looking to buy. So I think it's number 2. Let's actually have a quick look. Alexa, Amazon. Oh, that's going to come up with that. Rank. It's going to come up with that Alexa thing. Here we go. Alexa's the website owned by Amazon, actually, that ranks websites by traffic. So number 4 in the United States, number 10 in the world. Now, the crazy thing about this is, even though they're number 4 in the US, and that's a really, really great score, there's only 3 websites bigger, which is probably Google, Facebook, and somebody else, and YouTube, I would think. I'm not sure. But basically, they are only existing to sell products. They're the only website up there in that top 10 that only exists to sell things. Amazon's a store, so people are actually visiting that store in order only to buy things. They're not looking for information. They're not looking to be entertained. They're looking to buy, which is why it's such a crazy opportunity right now, because it is so big and there's so many people there. It's similar to our Times Square water. There's so much demand for this. Oh, that's not Times Square. That's Times Square. There's so much demand for this water because it's so highly trafficked, and there's people there who are looking to buy things. So all we need to do is have a good product, and then go where the demand is, which is Amazon. And they should start selling. If you have a good enough product or a superior product to your competitors, you'll start getting sales. Now, Shopify is always a good option to start a business. A lot of people are doing drop shipping on Shopify, but what they need in order to sell those products is they need a traffic source. They don't have traffic because no one is browsing all Shopify stores in order to buy. If you create your own individual Shopify store, you need to bring traffic to that. So one of the top methods right now is Facebook ads or Instagram ads to a Shopify store, and then they sell their product dropship from Shopify. But basically, the reason I'm explaining this is because we're on Amazon because there's a lot of traffic on Amazon that we can leverage. And Amazon provide that for us. And that's why we're going to be so successful, because we could launch a scratch map on Shopify or on our own website, but we then need to bring the customers to the website. And then we'd also have to handle logistics and things. But you should already be sold on Amazon as a website if you are watching this. So that's not the reason I've actually brought this concept up. The reason I've brought up this concept is because there are also tons of other websites that are really, really highly trafficked and a really great spot that we can target potential customers and then bring them over to Amazon. So I've put Amazon in here because it is a highly trafficked website that we can make a lot of money from. All these websites you can make a ton of money. So we're Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google. So this will be Google AdWords basically, or Google SEO, and Reddit. Reddit, you got to be super careful. They're very particular. But I just put that there because that is a viable source of traffic. Because if you have a look, if we go back to our Alexa rank, let's see if it's on their homepage. Top websites in the world. This is how you can find. So where is Alexa? Here we go. Top 500 global sites. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Wikipedia, Yahoo, Reddit, Google again, Amazon. So this is worldwide too. So we might want to do USA. So Google, YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, Reddit, Wikipedia, Yahoo, Twitter, eBay, another great one. Instagram, Twitch. All of these have millions of people looking over on their websites, and it's millions of people that we can potentially capture their attention and sell to. Now, to tie this all up, what I'm trying to say is, in order for me to sell scratch maps, I can just depend on Amazon's incredible amount of traffic, but in order to get that snowball rolling from the top of the hill, what Amazon love to see, and what will make it a lot easier, is people coming to Amazon from another traffic source, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google, Reddit, and then buying the map and getting those initial sales that's going to push that snowball down the hill. So I would really highly recommend choosing just one of these platforms for yourself, because what happens if you choose 6 of them is you get okay results with all of them, and you sort of get 2 or 3 or 4 sales total, and then it's going to fizzle out because you're not putting your efforts, or you're not getting educated on one of these platforms and then leveraging it to the highest of your ability. For example, I am going to be choosing Facebook with a little bit of, Instagram with a little bit of Facebook, but Instagram is going to be one of the Instagram is going to be where I'm going to be focusing to get the most traffic back to our Amazon listing and start getting those initial sales for the product. Now, I'm going to be showing you transparently how I'm using Instagram, but the reason I've used Instagram is because we're doing a travel scratch map, which is a lot of people who like to travel. Travel is a very visual thing. It'd be easy to post photos of traveling around the world. It'd be easy to get people to like photos like this, pretty world map photos. It's a very visually rich website. Your product might be better suited for something else. Your product might be better suited for YouTube if you need videos to demonstrate what it is that you're selling. Your product might be better off for Facebook. Facebook ads have an incredible platform where you can run a ton of ads to Facebook and then link them to your Amazon product where they're going to buy it. And I'll show you how I'm doing that for my product. But basically what I want you to take away here is need you to define your target audience and what they are. So mine are going to be younger travelers, or even parents who want their kids to learn geography, and also gift buyers. But basically, it's going to be mainly for people who like to travel. So a lot of people who like to travel are going to be on Instagram, and it's really going to be easy for me to reach them with appealing posts, appealing videos. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to show you these Instagram strategies that I'm using, but it doesn't have to be photos of my world map. I can just take photos from around the world that are really, really beautiful, popular travel destinations, and get people to like those photos and follow me based on those photos. And then 1 in every 10 photos, for example, could be something to do with this awesome scratch map. It could be a discount that I give them, or it could be just a promotion of the map. And they're going to click it, come back to Amazon, and buy it. So my 2 websites, once again, I'm going to be looking at Instagram and I'm going to be looking at Facebook in order to get those initial snowball sales. So to get that momentum from the snowball. Now, I'm going to bring up that snowball launch. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I'll be going through this as I do it. There's strategies to get the snowball rolling. But basically, the higher bestseller rank you have, the easier it is to jump a lot of positions. So it's a diminishing returns looking graph. If I'm rank 1 million and I get 1 sale, I'll probably jump up to about 800,000. But if I'm 10,000 and I get 1 sale, I'm going to drop, or I'm going to just barely jump up to 9999 or something similar to that. So basically, every sale that we can get at this top of the hill is going to be instrumental in pushing us down this hill. So the key to why I'm explaining this is because we want to get these first sales not at profit, but at a loss. So when we're running ads, when we're doing other social media, when we're doing Amazon pay-per-click, we don't have to be profitable on our first, say, 100 or 200 sales. If it cost us $1,000 to get the first 200 sales, but that made us go from 1 million all the way down to 12,000, that's well worth the money. Even though we don't have 1,000 in this case, this is just an example. That's well worth the money, because what's going to happen when we're at the 12,000 mark is we're going to get tons of organic sales. We've reached our spider web out, and we are climbing up the search engine results. We're also creating, for example, if they came through Instagram, we're creating appealing Instagram profiles because we've spent a little bit of money on Instagram ads, and we've got people to follow us, which makes our account look more legitimate. We've got people to like our photos and interact with it, which spreads those photos. We've put in a lot of groundwork with that first initial 200 maps that you sell at a loss. That momentum carries you down the hill. So that's one of the most critical mindsets you can have. And I'll go as far as even to say, if we sold these first 500 maps at a loss, and it cost us $350 because that's all I have of my budget left. It cost us that $350, and then we didn't make any money, but we got our money back. So we broke even. That would be a very, very successful launch if it took, say, 1 to 2 weeks, because we have that momentum of selling 500 products in 2 weeks. We're rolling and people are finding our item and we're moving up the search results. All of this is going to become really, really concrete and evident in a couple of days once we are launching. But what I want you to take away from this video is, 1, choose your medium. Choose what you want to get really good at, and build a community or build an audience there that you can reach and sell your product. You don't even have to have your product in stock yet. So for example, if this was 2 weeks ago and I'm like, oh, I'm going to probably sell scratch maps. Let's build a travel Instagram. I'm going to show you how I'm going to build this travel Instagram. I would, from 2 weeks ago, start posting photos, start interacting with other people's accounts, start running some ads, build up, say, 1,000 people who follow you and are interested in travel and that live in the US so they can access my map on Amazon. And then the map comes into stock 2 or 3 weeks later. Then I'm like, oh, by the way, guys, if you like travel and you like to go around the world, you can track your travels on this scratch map. And all of a sudden, that goes in front of 1,000 people. And you're obviously not going to get 100 or 200 sales, but you may get 10 sales. And that's enough to take you from 1 million rank down to 400,000. And that starts that momentum, and then you're going to get 2 or 3 organic sales from there, and then you can start pushing ads. So you don't have to wait until your product's in stock in order to start building this audience. You can start building it today, but what you need to decide is, what medium do you like? What medium are you interested in? What medium do you think your target audience uses the most? And what medium is appropriate for your product? If you can do that, and if you can start building a audience, I'm going to show you tomorrow how I'm going to start and build my Instagram account. We're going to get up to at least 1,000 followers, which is going to be a cool thing to show you, even if you're not launching an Amazon product. I actually have an Instagram course on Udemy if you're interested more in learning Instagram. You can grab it for like $10, super cheap. But I'm going to be showing you the strategies here tomorrow while we create that account, create some nice images for our account, and start growing that up to 1,000 people, so that when the launch comes, we can refer everyone over to the scratch maps on Amazon, and they can start buying them, and we can get that ball rolling down the hill. So super excited to start actually getting sales on this product. We are so close, and I appreciate you coming along for the journey. Again, what's really important is that you comment down below your questions or your queries or things that you're confused about, because I want to use this to shape this series. I don't want to because in my head, I sort of assume that people know a lot of stuff. So when you ask those questions, I know where your head is, and I can make content that benefits you better. So make sure you tell me your thoughts and comment below with what you want to see. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.